What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking down stage 30 of the full power Frieza EZA here. Some of you might be looking at this a little bit sideways going, stage 30, it's an LR EZA. You only need to get to stage 10. Yeah, well, the way that I like to do these EZA videos, I get all of the TUR EZAs to level 100 upon release, and then all of the LR EZAs to level 30 on release. That is just the way that I've conditioned myself in order to make sure that I never run out of Zenny, right? Because I'm not someone that spends a ton of time grinding EZAs all the way up to level 999, just because I prioritize link leveling for power level. So yeah, I do make sure to get a good chunk of these done. This is setting it to 100 and to 30 has made it so that I've never run out of Zenny before, so that's good. I think that suffices. So yeah, and then I figure if I'm using a team here that can beat level 30, then even if you don't have access to this exact team build, but you're missing a unit or two, you should more than likely be able to at least get through level 10, right? So this is the team that we've got set up here. Really important, really quick, one thing I want to point out is that especially like for these LR EZAs, I don't really like using off leader skill teams. Because remember that with LR EZAs, your attacking power is only affected by being an LR. You just have to have the legendary power link active. Every single LR in the game has legendary power, so you don't have to worry about what categories of these characters are on. The only thing the category gives you is the ability to defend yourself. So if you're using really overpowered LRs, like I know when Beast Gohan first came out and the whole Universe Survival Saga build had just gotten, you know, ridiculously buffed, you could just go into any LR EZA and run the Beast Gohan team, and Beast Gohan was just invincible because he was that strong. He didn't need to be on the categories, right? I think that's a little bit of a boring way to do this. I do like my videos to be a little bit more guide friendly as well, to help like newer players and stuff like that. I think that's a lot of what I've attracted through my YouTube is some of the, you know, newer accounts. So yeah, I do like to focus primarily on whatever effective category and stuff. Just again, especially considering a lot of people might not have access to those really top tier teams, and then it's also like pretty simple. You just run it and play it like you would a normal stage, and you just win, right? So for example, this person at the top of my friends list here has gotten to level 50, but look at this team, right? It looks like they basically bot farmed it, because it's not even like accurate. None of these characters are Namek Saga except the Goku right here, right? So yeah, you can do things like that and get away with it, but I prefer to use the actual teams. So occasionally I will use some of those you know, helpful units like Caulifla, or like the tech androids or whatever, or like the int Fat Boo and stuff. Those units that give you like different ways to play around, different effects and things like that, like dodging and revives and ghost ushers and whatever. But the rest of the units on the team usually will be on whatever category. So for this one, I am actually, I think the way I was doing it was running a friend full power Frieza, just because, again, legendary power. The Friezas are going to be doing a lot more damage than the Vegeta here, so it's worth taking the little bit of the cut for the leader skill. But there aren't enough good, like, LRs on Namek Saga for me to add any other units here. I do not have the Gohan and Piccolo LR. I have not pulled that one, so I can't use them. I also don't have the Captain Ginyu LR, so I can't use that one either. But then the free-to-play physical Captain Ginyu that you can get from Ultimate Clash, he is actually, like, bad enough that he was getting killed with normals on stage, like, the couple of stages before this, so I had to rotate him off. Previously, I was doing the Frieza as the leader, and then I had the physical Ginyu on here, but when I took the physical Ginyu off, I decided to replace him with this Vegeta, and he's got a better leader skill for this anyway, right? So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. I am just going to be running the one stage, because I think it's pretty likely that I fail a few times before we end up passing here. Though, I don't know, we got pretty good rotations on the first rip here. Maybe. Okay. Let's, I don't know what the best way is to do this. Probably, let's just put them in the middle. Namek Goku's gonna take a lot less damage than them, so I'm trying to consider, like, how many attacks I want them to receive, you know? So having the Vegeta in the middle there to only receive 2 attacks is probably best. So yeah, basically, like, these, okay, so that's the one thing that I have to mention about this. If you are just trying to beat the original 10 stages, keep one thing in mind. I have already EZA'd both the full power Frieza and the Namek Goku, right? Like they're both easy aid because I only needed to get to level 10 in these to do that. They were beatable with them uneasy aid up to level 10, but post that it probably wasn't going to be possible, right? So that's one huge thing that's helping me here. But obviously, you know, these usually when they set up these dual Dokkan Fest EZAs, they make it pretty convenient where you know, one side allows you to use one of the cards, and then the other side allows you to use the other card based on like whatever the type effective category is. So for instance, like on the Goku EZA, the type effective bonus is Wicked Bloodline, so you can use the Namek Frieza. So if you are unable to beat that EZA, you can come do the Frieza one first, and then now you have Frieza Easy Aid, and that's a helpful card to get you through the other EZA, and then vice versa, because the effective category here is Namek Saga, so then obviously if we needed to, we could go and do the Goku EZA first, and then bring him in here to get this one completed. And then because it is Namek Saga, post level 10, we could just EZA the Frieza, and then also take advantage of having the Frieza in here as well, right? Okay, well, this was a godly first turn, so what the heck? We almost just flattened him in one turn. I really was not expecting that. Okay. Cool. Good stuff. Oh, that's right. They also added the battle motions for them. Ooh, wait. I need to make that a part of this. I need to show off the battle motion for Frieza. I know you guys briefly just saw it there. We're probably going to KO right here, so we'll jump back in one more time, because I do want to make sure to specifically highlight that, especially just because I think this is something that they're going to be doing more and more often, right? When they first added that first set of battle motions, when the Part 1 LRs released, they made some special missions for the battle motions, because you were supposed to experience the battle motions, and then, you know, and then you could collect some Dragon Stones based on using the characters that had the battle motions. I don't think they did that this time around with the Goku and Frieza. If they did, I just accidentally completed the missions when I was doing these EZAs, and then I grabbed the rewards and didn't even realize. But instead of making an entire video just for these two new battle motions here, I am going to go ahead and just show them off, you know, per video that's like specifically focused on that character. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in one more time here. And then make sure to show off the battle motion for Frieza specifically. And then if we see the Goku one, we see the Goku one, it's fine. But we'll make sure to specifically show that off in the other video that we do for the Goku EZA. Okay, here we go. You ready? Oh. My apologies. Still recovering from some sickness here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we go. Frieza's new battle motion. Boom. There we go. I'm not a super big fan of this, honestly. It's okay. The only problem I have with it, so like the Super Vegeta one and the Super Saiyan 4 Goku one, those ones also have very like dramatic looking animations that kind of cover the whole screen, but this one is by far the worst. I don't know if you noticed, there's that flash of white where for a frame, for like a couple of frames, it actually deletes the entire key sphere field. And it doesn't do that with any of the other ones. It just shows an animation over the top. But if you've already gotten a decent glance at the board for like a second or two before that comes up, your finger's already on the way to clicking what you were going to click, right? So it's not like a huge deal that it flashes for a second, but for this one, I feel like it's just so much more dramatic, and the fact that it deletes the orb so that you can't even like select through it is like really weird. So yeah, I don't know. I just think for like, I mean, obviously if you're on auto, it's not going to matter or anything, but if you're just like farming something and you have to do it like you're just trying to click through, I feel like it's going to be a little bit annoying. I guess just moving quickly in general, right? Like, there's that new, like, Dokkan Ultimate Speed Battle thing where you're supposed to move quickly. I can imagine if we had all of these idle animations that are happening, that's probably going to be a little bit annoying to deal with, just because it's going to slow you down that much more, being able to, like, select what orbs you want and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. But overall, I do think it is cool that they're giving us these. I just think once we're, you know, 2 years from now or 1 year from now, where most of the characters on most of your teams have these battle motions, I think people might start to get a little bit annoyed with it, just constantly having to deal with the flashes over the whole screen. And I'm sure once they include more of these, they're probably going to include some type of toggle in the options menu, the same way that you can toggle like all the battle animations on and off and stuff. I imagine that they'll revamp this and add another button where you could turn on or off the battle motions. So we'll see if that ends up being a thing, but I hope that is something that they add sooner than later. Giving people the opportunity to experience this stuff but not be forced to experience it all of the time if they don't want to is definitely good for the health of the game, as we've learned with the animation skip stuff that they have now, right? Okay, well, that's gonna go ahead and finish it up here. I'm not gonna bother running through the stage again, but yeah, just wanted to make sure to show off that battle mission for you guys. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. That is gonna do it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.